And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just a little bit away from first pitch, and starting this one, Kevin Gausman. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Ready to go now? The batter now, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Hard hit, right side. Jimenez throw to first. And the first out of the game is an easy one. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
One down. There comes Cody Bellinger. Breaking ball through there for a strike. So Cody Bellinger went as a fourth-round pick by the Dodgers in the 2013 draft. How about this, though? His final year in high school, he hit just one home run.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Next
One
pitch
ball,
misses
2
way
strikes.
outside. And Belly goes down on strikes.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
2 down, bases empty. Aaron Judge at the plate. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Gausman, more than 100 career wins on the mound. A former first-round pick back in 2012. 2 outs, bases empty. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Down in order go the Yankees. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill in this one, Luis Gill. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Andres Jimenez leading things off and takes a strike. And that one fouled off. This one in the air, center field. And there's one away. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And perhaps part of the game plan is to get into the bullpen as early as possible. They're facing a staff that's blown a lot of games in the later innings.
Boog, and as hitters, you're aware of that, but you don't want to become too relaxed and wait too late in the ball game because you never know what could happen on any given day. But with that said, even if you fall behind early, you've got a lot of confidence that this game will not be over until that final out.
Yeah. Nathan Lucas in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. One out, bases empty. Popped up. Volpe snags it for the second out.
Batting third, the first baseman.
2 outs, bases empty. And next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vladdy launched a homer in his most recent game.
Nope, outside.
Right through there for a strike. And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
3-2.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Man at first, Anthony Santander at the plate. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Out of here. He circles the bases. His 19th home run of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-0.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Two outs, nobody on. Bo Bichette will hit next. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the second game of the series. And that's way high, and it's 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. And this is more than you ever know. We here for winning, and the feeling is incredible. All we do is take it to the ceiling. And we're back. Top of the second. In now is the Yankees DH, Giancarlo Stanton. Gausman back to work. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
And that's down and away. Eric Summersgill with home plate duty in this one. kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But, yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all.
Yeah, there's the strike. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Two on the way. And the slider just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Bends another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
Austin Wells in the box here lets that one go for a ball. He swings and fouls one off. The 1-1 is fouled off. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. The throw to first, and the Yanks go quietly. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Down to the bottom of the 2nd. Blue Jays 2 and the Yankees nothing. Bottom of the 2nd. Now the 3rd baseman, Ernie Clement. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Inside, just missed. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field. He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Will Wagner, the next to hit.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
And fastball misses outside for a ball. 1-0. Heel picks over. Clement back in on a dive. Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Clement gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Fouled off left side. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. That to right. And it falls. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
First and second, no outs. Kirk now at the plate. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. First and second, no outs. Bottom half of inning number 2.
1 ball.
In the dirt, blocked. That misses. Now 2-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And now it's Dalton Varsho.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Swings through it for the K, but no advance from the runners.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
So the batting order turns over. Andres Jimenez getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. There's the strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
0-2 is the count.
Foul ball, still 0-2. On the inside corner for called strike 3. 2 left on. We played 2 full. Blue Jays 2 and the Yankees nothing. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball one. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one missed.
Ball 2.
Just missed. Upstairs, and that is ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Just off the inside edge. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Got him swinging on that pitch away to finish him off, but everything early in the at-bat was in tight. Really challenged him in there with some competitive pitches, not letting him get his hands extended, but of course that eventually opens up the outside part of the plate, and he just wasn't able to adjust.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Pitch is in there. 0-1. Line drive, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. Back to the top of the lineup, Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Grounded out his first time up. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get him going a little bit.
Dominguez on second. Goldie over at first with 1 away. Next offering is down low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And fouled off. One, two now. Gets a piece and stays alive. In the air on the infield, and the infield fly is called. Bellinger up to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
How many times have we seen an early at bat change the course of a game? It happens every night in baseball, and maybe it happens again here.
There's a strike. Tying run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
Ball inside.
Check swing, but he went too far. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
And the pitch. Outside low. And the count is even 2-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Yanks strand a pair. They trail things here 2-0. Back Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Fastball for a strike. Ground ball left side. Over to Goldie. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the first baseman,
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. The walk and a run scored his first time.
People be talking, don't know what they saying. Let me reassure you, so no, I ain't playing. I'm looking you.
Just missed. And there's a ball. Tap foul at the plate. And there's a foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Pitch misses there, and the count's full. Caught him looking for the K. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Anthony Santander. He's already homered in this game. First pitch misses.
Ball two.
And another ball. And he walked him on four pitches.
Ball four.
Trying to work his way back into the count right there, but so much for that. Pretty good pitch, but just doesn't get the call on 3-0.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. And that one fouled off. On the ground, right side. Chisholm fires over to first. And that is that. Blue Jays held in check, but they're on top 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the fourth. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And Judge takes a strike.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Just missed. Close, but called a ball. And it's 2-1.
You know, these Yankees, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats. And I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
That one misses. And now it's filled up 3-2.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Judge waits. Ground ball, Vlad Jr. He'll do it himself. So they get the out after a long battle at the plate.
Designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Here's Stanton now. Stanton measures 6 feet 6 inches, 35 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And first offering is fouled off. And a big swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Here's the 0-2. Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled. Jump throw across his body. It's there, and that's a great play. So digging in, Austin Wells struck out swinging his first time. Ball one low. And that drops in for a strike. Next one is off the plate. And a count 2-1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That's down and in.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Way out front for strike 2.
3-2.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Ripped to short. Bichette whips it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing here this half. We're midway in the 4th. Blue Jays 2 and the Yankees nothing. Back now in Toronto, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Ernie Clement. That's way outside, and that's ball 1.
Well, these Blue Jays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
And one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
The designated hitter,
Now it's going to be Will Wagner. 1 for 1 with a single so far. High fly ball out into left center field. Bellinger has this one sized up. That's out number 2.
Now batting, catcher Alejandro.
2 down, base is empty. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop. Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Gausman back to work. And a foul ball. Out to center. Varsho gets under it. Makes the grab, one down.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Dominguez, the next to hit, takes ball one.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And that's in for a strike. Not even close there. Ball two. The Yankees trailing by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. And he grounds one back up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they don't get the out.
That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Gausman checks over to first, and he's back.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Dominguez, the base runner at first with one out. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. See you later. His 11th of the year, and this game is tied. It's 2-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate, and he's already singled in this game. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
Foul ball there. Still only one out here in the inning. Lifted in the air, right field. Lucas puts it away. 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 2 in this one. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
That one catches the zone. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Next pitch is downstairs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And he grounds one to the right side. Fires over to Guerrero. And that is that. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. 2-2 game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Pitch misses, and that's ball one.
Well, these Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And that one is lifted in the air. Makes the grab, one away. So the lineup flips over. Here's Andres Jimenez. Right through there for a strike. There's a strike. In the air, left field, down the line, and it drops in. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Nathan Lucas will hit next. That one's in there, 0-1.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Inside.
That's inside.
Gonna count 1-2. Man at first, one away. Double play ball to second. There's one.
Out.
On to Goldschmidt. That's 2.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
And we're back. And now the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. And that misses. And it's 1-1. Swing and a ground ball. On the run, throw to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Impressive backhand stop, but he had a little trouble getting rid of it and had to take that extra step, which could have cost him. But good job to make sure he got a good handle on it, and he got off a good, strong throw to still get the out.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. First offering, and it just misses. Lifted in the air, right center field. Lucas coming on, brings it in with a nice run and grab. And there are 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And first offering is fouled off. And ball 1. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Jimmy Garcia getting loose out there. Burr also throwing. Two down, nobody on.
That's ball 2. 2-1.
And there's a strike to Giancarlo Stanton.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one not close. 3-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two outs. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. So they make short work of him there. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. We are tied 2-2. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom of the inning. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Fought off foul. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. way high.
2-2 the count.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Next to hit, Anthony Santander. And that drops in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And misses inside. Activity in the bullpen. Ian Hamilton getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Loaisiga getting cranked up as well. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. This one smacked out to left center. Dominguez flashes the leather on the running catch.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Luis Gill done for the day, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break. So they turn things over to the righty, Luke Weaver.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. So they go quietly there. 7th inning coming up. We are tied 2-2. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Jimmy Garcia.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Here's the catcher to hit, Austin Wells. There's a swing and a miss. Garcia in his 11th season, 34-year-old vet. He joined the team as a free agent. And that's off the inside edge. And the count even 1-1. Just missed. That one fouled off, 2-2. Out towards right center field. Lucas makes the catch, and there's one gone. And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. That one way inside. This one high in the air to left center. Varsho moving under it. Brings it in. 2 away. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. And that one is downstairs. Now 1-2. That one to first, and he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 7th inning stretch time. We are tied 2-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ian Hamilton. He's pitching on 2 days rest. So digging in, Ernie Clement. That missed by a lot. Ball 1. And there's the strike.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
On the ground to the left, and foul ball. That misses, and the count now even up. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Wagner batting with 1 down, takes a strike. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. Line drive, takes it in for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Ball 1 there. That missed inside, and the count is 2-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
And that one in the air center field. Bellinger makes the catch, and that ends the inning. New inning getting started. Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Garcia back to work. And that's a little bit high. 1-0. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Jeff Hoffman, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Burr warming up as well. On the ground, Jimenez. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Paul Goldschmidt now 1 for 2. Late on that fastball.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
0-2.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 0 for 3 in this one. Missed with a changeup, and that is ball 1. That clips a corner. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That's off the inside corner. It's 2-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. Back now in Toronto, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Here's a 2-0. And that one missing low. Andres Jimenez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
No outs, runner at first. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Andres Jimenez. 1 for 3. Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Throw to second. Out.
Such a quick and fast swing of emotions right there. You get the runner on with the walk, which is great, but then picks a bad pitch to go on, and you just erase the free pass that you were issued. I understand you want to be aggressive, you want to try to get in the scoring position, but you just have to be a little smarter there.
That's
Ball
off the
one.
mark, and it's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Cabrera brings it in. Out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder, Lucas.
So up next, Nathan Lucas. There's the strike. On the ground right side, Chisholm gets it to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Down in order go the Blue Jays. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2.
Now pitching.
So they turn to their closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
And here comes Bellinger. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. First pitch just misses. Right through there for a strike. And a count 1-2. That one
That's
just
ball 2.
misses.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Got him swinging. Here comes Aaron Judge. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Judge comes up empty there.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Good job to fight that one off. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And
1 ball,
downstairs.
2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
On the ground, right side. Jimenez throw to first. And they take care of Stanton for the out. And that's the third out. Offense held in check there. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. We are tied 2-2. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Jonathan Loaisiga.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
3-4-5 due up for the home team. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. digs in now. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Fouled off. He was late. And that is downstairs. 1-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Devin Williams up and loosening in the pen. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. And a ball and 2 strikes. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. And there's one down. Anthony Santander, the next to hit. He's already homered here in this one. And that one fouled off. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. That misses the zone. 2 balls and a strike. Check swing, called strike. In the air out towards right center. Bellinger under this one. And there's 2 down.
The batter, number 11. Shortstop.
So digging in, Bo Bichette. the right field line. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock, and that puts the winning run on first.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
2 outs, runner at first. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. And that is out of play. Trying to send this to extra innings. Strike 2.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. So they can't push across the winning run, and that means free baseball here this afternoon. We are tied 2-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. We're in extras here, and here's the catcher, Austin. That one off the mark, and that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike. And that's way high. And it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit hard but foul off to the left. Pitch misses there, and it's 3-2. Oswaldo Cabrera in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Man at second. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That one to first. He takes it on his own. That was a strong at bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
That one hit to right. Puts it away for the out.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now it's going to be Jason Dominguez. That one missed. Inside, almost got him.
2-0.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Drops into the glove, and that's the 3rd out.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And we're back. ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Will Wagner. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Just
Outside,
missed.
that's the ball.
Next
Nope,
offering
that's
is
the ball.
downstairs. Taps softly to the right side. Takes it himself. One out, the bottom of the 10th.
Now batting, the catcher, Alejandro.
Digging in, Alejandro Kirk.
This is the classic manufacturing a run situation. A runner at third, less than 2 outs, and a golden opportunity to bring him home.
And that one almost hit him.
That's inside.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Line drive, caught.
That takes away the opportunity to score the runner from third with a sac fly. We're talking about a different story if that line drive hits the ground, but he made a good play, and they can get out of this thing with one more out.
And now Dalton Varsho. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Winning run at third, 2 down. Oh, this one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game. That one's got to feel good. And the Blue Jays walk it off in extra innings.
Get to extra innings, it seems like every guy is trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all heading home.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.